and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final series of the night of Coliseum Age Group C day number 2. As we did mention previously, I mean, this is a very high-profile matchup, seeing herO, the best Protoss in South Korea, up against Maru, the best Terran in South Korea. They will be facing off against each other, but as we mentioned before, there is less on the line here. Unfortunately, Maru, he is out of the tournament. herO is in, but they will still play this out for seeding purposes, as of course herO and Gumio can still fight for that first and second place. But here we go, we're jumping into game 1, and in the bottom left-hand corner we have the South Korean Protoss player. It is herO for Weibo Gaming, and in the top right we have the South Korean Terran in Maru, representing Team Vitality. Let's go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. Gambit time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat, as we do embrace our TvP. Let's go. Let us go. So now we do our initial openers. Game 1 is going to be on Frostline, one of the larger maps in the map pool. Apparently, according to Eligulac, Maru has, or it is actually quite close, 50-50 at this point. Do appreciate the little Eligulac rating there. Putting together the historical back and forth. But looks like we have a double gas opener. Interesting. So double gas opener out of Maru. Again, Frostline is one of the larger maps in the map pool. The 3rd and 4th bases are a lot more exposed, a little more difficult to defend, but the rush distance is longer by ground. So I'm curious how aggressive Maru plans on being here. With double gas, this means that Maru, he can go Reactor Reaper Hellion, he can go into early Cyclone production, early tank production, early drop play, early Banshee. There's, yeah, a lot of potential here for Maru. So we'll see what he does get into as the factory is in production. Now, technically, Maru could even go for a 1-base all-in. I mean, we saw that from Oliveira recently. If you missed out on the VODs, I do recommend watching and tuning into Alima League, as Oliveira, he was popping off and an absolute animal in that tournament. But we should be seeing an expansion, despite the possibility for a 1-base all-in. It's not really something that we see too often, especially on these larger maps. As Reaper does move out. Attempting to hunt down that probe. There's that command center on the high ground, so Maru playing it safe. The command center is not exposed. And it looks like Maru, he's working towards his Widowmine drop. It's going to be Widowmine production, not Hellion. So Widowmine production early on into drop play. Maru does rotate into the main. So far, going to be zoned away. Back at home is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of herO. So we have his take of choice. And going for the Twilight Council. Maru, he's going to commit in. Does dive into the mineral line, and he will confirm the tech. He will get eyes on the researching Twilight Council. He knows what's going on. He is aware of Blink Stalkers. So the Reaper goes down, but at least Maru is aware of the build of choice. Likewise, Adept Scout does confirm the CC on the high ground. So both players are aware. Once again, herO poking in, trying to see what kind of units are being made. And Maru, he might not just move out with the Widowmines, he might move out with some Marines as well, but there it is. There's going to be a triple Widowmine drop. The medevac is scouted. herO is aware. He's looking to intercept. Moving out with the Stalker. Warping in back at home. So far, he's tracking this well. Headed towards the south, intercepting the medevac. Maru tries to commit in. He's going to be zoned away. And so far, here he's buying time for extra warp ins. As Maru, he does boost back towards the main. We got Stalker warping in for herO. Medevac is quite low. And the medevac is denied. Yeah, the drop play will not hit the mineral line. And herO defense. Now, at least Maru hasn't lost anything. At least the medevac is still alive. But again, because it's so low in HP, it is unlikely that he actually gets into a mineral line. He's trying, though. Does scroll in between the bases. Dives into the main. Medevac goes down. Oh, no, never mind. It survives. Widowmines, they do borrow. Nice shots. Getting 2 probes so far. Widowmine here. Oh, no! Oh, my God. Here. Oh, no! Calm down. Here he pulls back, he pulls away, he defends. A very messy, very chaotic defense, but here he does minimize losses, only 2 probe kills. Did lose a lot of mining time. It was not the cleanest defense, but it's okay. Here he does hold. With that, he's going for a counterattack. War Prism is ready, warping in 3 Stalkers at a time. Again, 3-gate blink. And we'll see if he can break through the defenses here of Maru. He's got 1 tank on low ground, 1 tank on the high ground as well, so 2 tanks are ready. No bunker! Uh-oh. Yeah, no bunker whatsoever. A tank goes down, Marines as well. And here he might just overwhelm. Yeah, he's just going to overwhelm the ground army. There's nothing here. A tank is repositioning. That's still a lot of losses. Tank does siege. +1 is going to be denied. I had just a rough position for that upgrade. +1 goes down. At the same time, we do see some Raven harass across the map, getting 4 probe kills, 5 probes even. But herO does as much damage across the map. And here he can now rotate into the main. Remember, it was only 2 tanks. The tank did reposition on low ground, which means the high ground is exposed. He's going for stim. No, he's going for stim. Stim is going to be repaired, just barely saved. Oh my God, that would have been disastrous. And that's Maru. He does hold. He holds. Save Sim. Does thankfully save Sim in the end, but the tank is on siege. Tank goes down. Oh, the medevac and the tank go down. You can see Maru, he's smiley. The cheeky smile after the habit is like, that's, yeah, you got me. I mean, it's just a rough position here for Maru. It's looking bleak here. Bleeding out tanks, bleeding out Marines. Thankfully, he has stim, but he's going to be denied combat shields. Oh, barely. No, yeah, it is denied. Combat shields does go down. Here he does rotate back into the main. Getting more SCVs, going for the warp in as well. I mean, Maru, there's just so much he can do with so little of an army is the problem. He has been losing tank after tank. Forcing friendly fire in the mineral line. Nice retargeting out of Maru. Does intentionally target the Stalkers. Here pushing back in. And again, throughout all this, herO behind this has been expanding, getting his 3rd base, taking into Colossus, +1, charge, extend double lance, shield batteries have been placed. It isn't just herO doing all this damage, but he's getting further ahead back at home. As he's keeping Maru busy. And honestly, I would not be surprised if Maru pulls the boys at this point. I think it'd be the only way for Maru to win this game is to just commit into a 2-base all-in. Clearly in a more macro setting, it's going to be difficult, to say the least. Yeah, and here we go. He pulls the boys. Like, again, this is the only way. This is the only answer for Maru. He's forced into the 2-base all-in. herO is going to try to slow this down. Colossus getting in position. 3 Colossus? Oh, God. He has triple Colossus. He has extendable lance. He's ready for this. Tanks are looking to siege up, but alas, they get caught out. And 2 tanks they do full immediately. Stalkers, they barely do not get the final tank. Or the 3rd tank even. 2 tanks left. But again, pushing into 3 Colossi. Ay, ay, ay. Swipes going off. The Colossus are exposed. Oh, the pickup micro though. And nice control out of herO. He pulls away. He shuts down the bio, shuts down the SCVs. And GG gets called. herO takes a 1-0 lead. Whew. GG. GG, well played again. The 3-gate blink counterattack was brutal from herO. He achieved so much damage. As a reminder, this was after the Widowmine defense. He just immediately went across the map. And if you remember, Maru had no bunkers. He had no bunkers set up. As a result, he had very little to actually defend and actually protect those tanks. He was cutting corners. He was punished for it. Lost his tank immediately. And from there, herO, he just snowballed out of control. Just kept rotating, kept pushing in. And herO snowballed from there. GG. GG, well played. herO does take lead in the series. Now we're jumping into game number 2. Here we go. So just really solid play here out of herO. And we'll see if Maru can bounce back and force that ace match. That was clean. I would say the Stalker aggression was definitely clean. It was a shaky defense, if you remember. It was very chaotic when it came to the Widowmine defense. There was a lot of workers running all over the place, but it's all good. Here he got through it. Got through it in the end, and now we're getting into game number 2. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have herO for Weibo Gaming. And in the top left we have Maru for Team Vitality. Here we go. I think that will. I mean, personally, I'm hoping for an ace match. I'm hoping for a game 3. I'm hoping we can go the distance here. No yawning allowed. Earlier, we saw the Gumiho and Maru. They looked like they'd just woken up. herO likewise looking just getting ready for bed. The yawns, papi. Stay with us. Stay with us. I also just woke up, to be fair. After casting KSL this morning, was able to nap for like 4 hours. It was a very, very nice nap. It was very refreshing, is what I will say. I'm actually feeling wider awake than I was when I was casting KSL, I'll be honest. Like that. The nap did do the trick. Did it? It did do the trick. It was good. We're up, we're awake. We're good to go. No bedge in the chat allowed. As from here, we are going to be settling in. And so far, we do have our initial opener. This time, Maru's going double gas into a faster factory, something more aggressive, something more assertive. I mean, I say that we actually had a very similar opener last game. This led into a triple Widowmine drop, if you recall, which did only kill 2 probes. This time, Maru, he might commit into another Widowmine drop or head in a different direction. So we'll keep an eye on Maru. Let's just triple Widowmine into tank production. Here we do have our 1-1-1 setup. Factory is done. No add-on on the factory. Widowmine opener. It's the same build. The same build here. 2 games in a row from Maru. Headed for the drop play. Meanwhile, this I am a little bit concerned by. herO is going to be opening up Stargate. Bold move. Bold move out of herO. Now, Stargate openers used to be very meta. They used to be, we used to see them time and time again for quite some time, for many years. Phoenix Colossus was the go-to. Phoenix openers, they were phased out over time for a more popular Blink Stalker opener instead. The reason for this is because Terran players, they got better and better at punishing Phoenix play. What I'm referring to when it comes to Phoenix openers is that you are vulnerable to 2 base all-ins and 2 base aggression. The reason for this is because Phoenixes, they do a great job at denying drop play, at shutting down Widowmine drops and Marine drops and just drops in general. They can also pick off some high-tech units and harass mineral lines. That is all true, but when it comes to defending against like massive move-outs and SCVs being pulled as well, Phoenixes, sure, they can lift some units here and there, but they struggle just because there's so much to lift, because it's just such an overwhelming ground army. Based on what happened last game, and based on the map, Whispers of Gold, this does feel a little bit risky, but we'll see, as so far it looks like a good call. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know if you noticed, Maru, he did start Cloak for a moment, and he was working towards Cloak Banshees. He cancels Cloak, goes back into Raven production, and here comes the drop into the main. Here comes the Widowmine drop pieces. They do end up lifting one. They lift up both of the Widowmines. The Widowmines, they do nothing. Widowmines go down, and the medevac should fall thereafter as well. So good defense out of herO. Does shut down the Widowmines. This time they do 0 damage, but what I'm concerned by is the follow-up here. As herO, he's going to be taking not into Colossus, but into instead Forge and a Twilight Council into +1 and Charge. So it looks like herO is going into Charge Lot Phoenix. The reason why I'm assuming it's going to be Charge Lots is because you typically don't go Phoenix into Blink Stalker, as they both play the same role. They're both the role of both units and both compositions is to hunt down drops and to gain map control. So there's no need to invest into both, at least not early on. And we'll see how Maru responds. As he's getting to Stim into +1. Yep, there it is. Charge on the way, as we did mention. Again, you typically don't have Blink in this scenario. Hallucination does get eyes on the setup, on the production, and on the upgrades. I mean, that was also another pick-off last game, if you remember, where +1 was denied for Maru by the Mass Blink Stalker. And we'll see if Maru does pull the boys. We'll see if he does go for a 2-base all-in, or if he does look to be aggressive and assertive, but expand behind it. We shall see. And so now he's building up. Is going to be stuck at home for the time being. Phoenix is doing such a good job here so far. Getting an SCV, getting a handful of Marines, and a second SCV and a third as well. Not bad. 3 SCV kills. Keeping tabs on Maru. Again, it's imperative here that herO gains value with these Phoenixes. I mean, sure, they shut down the drop play initially, but they need more value here. Towers are being thrown down. This tells us that Maru, he actually might take a third. Might get a third base. Oh, as here, he does catch the Widowmine. He gets one. He gets both. Both Widowmines go down. There's some rough losses. And Maru, he will move out. The move out gets spotted by the Stalker. You can see the Observer is looking for the SCVs. I appreciate it. Now the Raven! The Raven goes down. Does not get a spell off. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this. And Maru, he's trying to commit. Alas is being picked apart as he moves out. I mean, so far so good. herO ideally wants to force out some stims. And Maru is expanding. Third TC is on the way. Maru, he's not going for the all-in. He is pushing forward. But last herO, he's ready for this. And he is ready. Mine just going up. Nice Widowmine here on the Zealots. Likewise, cutting back here to the ramp. Maru does well trading. But last is forced back. And now here he has gained map control. And sending Maru away. Here he's going to rotate. He's going to rotate around, catching out Widowmines. Catching out more reinforcements. Once again, very nice control with the Phoenixes. He will take down all three Widowmines as well. Very nice pickoffs and just a really rough position for Maru. Again, Maru, he's hoping to expand, but he's contained. He's stuck at home on 2 bases. Again, he chose not to try to go for a 2-base all-in. I mean, you could argue that he had already lost too much momentum. Observers, they get saved. And back at home here, he's going to double Colossus production. Ay, ay, ay. Making 2 Colossi at a time and getting a 4th base. Here, he will eventually expand. As he expands, the medevac. Oh my god, does survive. Medevac lives. Charge diving in. Nice lift here on the Widowmine. And again, here he's just posturing. He's just posturing with the army. Does have the supply lead. Colossus have arrived. Maru trying to keep up. Nice EMP. As Ghosts are now in the mix. And we'll see if herO does try to break the third. You could argue that herO doesn't need to. I mean, herO's about to max out. Like, again, herO, he's very much so ahead. He had a faster third, faster fourth, fifth bases in production. And really, all herO has to do is just chill, max out, then push in and trade. And he is more than happy to trade. He doesn't have to kill Maru, just trade with the army and then rebuild and just outproduce Maru. That's all that needs to be done. Phoenix is there diving once again. The ghost! Oh my, okay, does escape. Doesn't quite get them. herO not quite paying attention. Alright, because of the EMP earlier, I mean, the Phoenixes, they couldn't quite lift anything either. Disruptors have arrived. There he goes off. Oh my god, the massive connections. The splits, not good enough. And here we go. herO, he just commits. He just dives in. Takes some mind shots to the face. And he can afford to do so. And from here, he's just snowballing out of control. He breaks through the defensive line. There's just not enough here at the third. GG gets called. And herO, he will take the 2-0, securing his spot as first place in Group C. GG. GG, well played herO, he will take it, and you can see there even a bittersweet look for herO. For those that are curious, herO and Maru, they're good friends. They are good friends. We see them interacting a lot outside of the game, and especially considering just, you know, how rough this group was for Maru, and considering the fact that this series didn't even mean too much just because herO was already confirmed through. I'm sure a bit of a bittersweet win there for him, taking down his friend 2-0. Regardless, GG well played. GG well played. herO does take it. And with that, congratulations. Congratulations, well played. I'm sure we're about to have a look at the overall standings, at the overall group stage, and the upcoming group as well. And when it comes to Maru, it was just a really unlucky group for him. Again, when we were discussing the groups, was it like 2-3 weeks ago, during the podcast when we were going over Master Coliseum, we looked at this group and we definitely theorized that there is a world where Maru doesn't make it out of this group. Like, to land in the same group as Gumiho and herO was brutal. I mean, the Lancer upset really did set a tone. Like, the Lancer upset was brutal, but even then, like, being in the same group as herO and Gumiho was brutal for him. Give Maru a group with like Max Pax or Rainer or any of these other players, actually, any of these other groups, and I do think that Maru would have had a much stronger chance. So it was just a little bit unfortunate here, just to be in as difficult as a group as we saw, of course. And with that, we do see herO and Gumiho advancing on instead. I believe we're about to, after this little like highlight reel, I believe we are about to get the final standings, so we can embrace that. And next week we have Group D. Next week is going to be Group D here, and in that final group we have 4 players. We have 3 Terrans and 1 Protoss. Clem, Oliveira, Zaun, and Spirit. Here we go. When it comes to our predictions, if I remember correctly, I went for Clem and Oliveira, and I think, did Yaku go for Piotr? Oh, I can't remember. Did he go for? I think he did, right? I think he went Spirit. I think he went Clem and Spirit, if I remember correctly. So that's I think we both went for Clem. I think I went Oliveira. I think Yaku went for Piotr instead, for Spirit, of course. Regardless, best of luck. There's going to be a lot of TvTs. So there's going to be a lot of Terran versus Terrans in Group D. So I wish Zaun the best. Zaun, he is surrounded by Terrans. Best of luck to Zaun. Best of luck as we will be finalizing the playoffs next week. Are going to be finalizing. So far, we have Serral, Estrella, Rainer, Max Pax, and herO and Gumiho. So some amazing players here are looking to make it through. And again, next week is going to be Group D. And there it is. There is the final standings here of the playoffs. So we have, or of the group, I should say. We have herO in first place, Gumiho in second, Lancer in third, and Maru in fourth. Here we go. The final standings. And we have our 2 players. herO and Gumiho. Let's go. Let us go. And I think we're about to have a gander at the next week's groups as well. Next week's matches. I'm actually not too certain which matches we start with. So I'd be curious to see myself. As next week is the final group of the group stage. And there it is. Okay. Oh my god. We're popping off with maybe even a PVT, by the way. Clem versus Oliveira. That is not confirmed that it's going to be a Terran versus Terran, followed by Oliveira versus Spirit, and Clem versus Zound. Let's go. For those of you that maybe have not been watching StarCraft recently, you would not be aware. Clem, more and more often over the past couple of months, Clem has been avoiding the TvT matchup. It makes sense. TvT is his worst matchup. He's been playing and competing as Protoss against Terran, specifically against Terran to avoid TvTs, and Clem has been looking quite good. He's been looking very, very strong in that matchup. Did do so in Home Story Cup and a lot of online events, so I would not be surprised if that is a PvT as well. So we'll see. We'll find out. We will find out. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Again, take care, everyone. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Masters Coliseum. Otherwise, we'll bid you adieu. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Take care.
Hill coming back, and Bunny just doesn't seem to have the numbers.
Didn't even notice the Liberator in the main base, I think. So many probes are going down right now.
Oh my god, they're trying to get back, but they can't, and so many are picked up.
A big clump here from Curie. Tries to split everything up.
Giant force of Fadelings rolling in and clearing the hell. That's massive. Clum!
Maru is once again.
Raider has done it.
Sale did it all, and he is a well-deserving champion.